Let me teach you a word that will make you sound like a genius and help you play better. Zwischenzug. Zwischenzug is a German word that describes an in-between move. This in-between move is an unexpected reply tossed in the middle of expected sequence of moves. Zwischenzugs are important for the following reasons. First, you'll sound like a genius when you say, "I won by playing an unforeseen Zwischenzug." If image is everything, huge, foreign, sophisticated, sexy words like this one will go a long way towards changing your persona from a chess nerd to that mysterious, super intelligent guy or girl who happens to play chess. Furthermore, you will find that looking for shots that interfere with the result of a normal string of moves will make you steal many games that appeared to be taking a downward turn. White is a pawn down and won't be able to combat Black's crushing past b-pawn. The straightforward b3 would win pretty easily, but Black decides to first trade off White's advanced knight, thinking that exchanges should simplify the winning process. So he goes knight takes h5. Black's mistake is to take White's immediate recapture for granted. After knight takes h5, White tosses in a Zwischenzug before recapturing on h5. Queen e8 check. After king h7, queen takes h5 check, king g8, queen e8 check, and the game led to a draw. Taking enemy possibilities for granted sets you up for a hidden knockout punch. Let us take a look at this second position. Black just played knight to b6, and the threat is to capture the pawn on c4. The correct move for White should simply be king to c3, protecting the pawn. But he decided to trade the rooks off, first by going rook takes d6. Now, the idea of White here is the attempt of ruining Black's pawn structure when he recaptures c takes d6. But Black has an in-between move. After rook takes d6, Black responded with Zwischenzug, knight takes c4 check first. Now, king has to move somewhere and recapture the rook with knight on d6. That Zwischenzug looked tricky for Black. Now, let us take some Zwischenzug exercises. Black played d4, forking White's knight and rook. Can you spot the best response for White? You can pause the video and try to solve it by yourself. Alright, congratulations for those who have seen it. The best move is rook to f3. Black cannot just capture the knight on c3 right away, since White is having a much bigger threat, a back rank checkmate on f8. So he has to create a loft, for example, a6. Now, White has a better square for his knight. Not to mention also that his rook is in a better file dominating this f file. That Zwischenzug gave us an advantage. Let us see this another position. Black just played knight to e7, maneuvering his knight, but White has an unexpected reply. Can you guess it? Just pause the video and find White's next best move. Queen takes d2. After queen takes d2, White makes an in-between move with knight takes e7 check. King has to move somewhere, and rook takes d2 before recapturing the queen. How about this one? This next example is somewhat similar to the previous one. White just played queen to h4, threatening a massive kingside attack. But he missed something. Can you play White? I'll give you time. Try it. Alright, I bet that was easy for you, wasn't it? Knight takes d5. When queen takes e7, black can actually take the knight back with knight takes e7 and wins himself a pawn. But there's a different option here, perhaps a better one. For example, after knight takes d5, queen takes e7, knight takes c3 check looks better because white's pawn structures, especially near the king, have been ruined. So rook takes e7 and a very good position for black. Let's try this another position. In this position, black played bishop g4, pinning the knight. White's reply was queen to b3. And black thought that would cause white some double pawns. So what did he do? He played bishop takes f3 and laughs and perhaps saying, okay, I got you a double pawn. What do you want to do next? What did black oversee here? Can you see it? Congratulations! An in-between move of queen takes b7 snatches a pawn. Rook is still hanging on a8. So black is forced to play knight bd7. And then g takes f3. In this last position, another fork has been played by white, d5. Can you guess the saving move for black? That's right. Knight takes g3. If d takes c6, knight takes f1, c takes b7, rook b8, maybe bishop e4, knight c5, and that position is equal. Or for example, d5, knight takes g3, f takes g3, queen c5, check, and the knight got away. Zwischenzug saves the day. I got one piece of advice for you about Zwischenzug. Did you know that many times Zwischenzug is associated with checks and threats bigger than your opponents? So I do hope that you'll learn a lot from these exercises. If you do, please like and subscribe to know more and be updated with our upcoming chess videos.
Hey, check this video out to make sure that you get more important information to bring your chess to the next level.